Original Owl is live right now. Everybody needs to report. Let YouTube know what is happening. Report Original Owl's live stream as it is happening. Allow YouTube the time to see what is happening while it's happening before they can delete it. Report now. Report now. She's live right now. Go send in your cyberbullying reports.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing bang of my legs blazing dirty paw. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn the shoot to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geeks, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See six midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. Know what's going down every time that we are down. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show.
I'm still gay! Everybody, I'm special because I don't fuck women. I don't like women.
Turn the club into a freak show.
Who can get you girl? Who can get you girl? Who can get you girl?
Gross, how Jewish of her.
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with you. Like, Al, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Look at Snow White eating rotten apples. Dirty bass that be coming at you. Roller coasters like a supernova. I'm the ringmaster, this my tabernacle. See you screaming, I'm like, what for? Oh, you pop? Yeah, I got popcorn. I been wake up on the wrong lawn, so we won't stop. It's a lost cause. Take a look through the peephole. Yo, everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the
Go.
Let's get a few things clear here. I didn't brush my fucking teeth. I took a shit in a fucking bag last night and I pissed in 2 diapers.
Turn the club into a freak show.
Deep breath. Drinkity drink. Does everybody have their caffeine, nicotine, preferred controlled substance of choice? I hope so. You're going to need it for this stream.
Hello, Hooters. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Original Owl. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm so glad to have you all here with me. Thank you to all my returning members. I see a chat full of green, which I love. I absolutely love that I have so many members and that you guys always show up in the chat. You are wonderful. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. It is December 31st, 2023. And I literally remember sitting here in like September saying, you guys, I'm going to be saying that it's 2024. Like we're going to blink and it's going to be 2024, right? Oh, I see. Emery says you look so classy today. Thank you for that, Emery's. I have a little cowl neck on. I don't even know how long it's been since I've worn like a turtleneck cowl neck top like this, but I love it. I am in love. I dressed up a little bit for the holiday. I'm all 90s out as always. I got my pretty cross necklace that I got for Christmas as a gift. You probably can't see it very well because it's bright, but yes. Cross necklace on top of cow neck. Doesn't get much more 90s than that, right? Okay, I am going to say hello to everybody in the chat as I always do. So switch over to live chat. That way you guys don't miss any comments. And if you need a link to join the channel, links to support, those are all in the description right below the video if you need anything from there. Our members
Look,
emojis.
here's my pussy. Give me money.
Thank you, Lyra, for showing everybody how to do it right. Lyra has been a member for 2 months. Happy New Year's Eve, Al and chat. Happy New Year's Eve to you too, Lyra. Thank you for being a member. So if you are a member, up above us are the member exclusive emojis, all of which you'll be able to use today. We're only talking about 2 different things today. We're going to keep it simple. If you were here yesterday, I did the first reading of the court transcripts from the case that Adrasdea was involved in, and she immediately responded before I even got off the live stream. So if you were here to see that, that was crazy. All right, I'm going to say hello, though, before I get too into everything, but we've got quite a show this evening. Donis, you're first. Good to see you. Ashley Slashy, love that name. Katie Alexis, Cass Lou, Clarissa Riley, good to see you in the chat. Smelly Cat, Emery's, hello again. I missed the Russ edition. I love it. Yes, that was just the perfect spot for Russ. Absolutely perfect. Oh, my goodness. Get ready for an
Look,
alert.
here's my pussy. Give me money.
Yeah, we're not going to let that play too many times.
Look, here's my pussy.
Yeah, YouTube will get mad at me. Angela just gifted 5 original Al memberships, and those are being announced on the screen right now. Thank you so much, Angela. Did you get to watch yesterday's stream, Angela? I hope that you're caught up because, oh my gosh, it was a hell of a stream. It's a lot to unpack. But I'm sure you saw it. You were very excited about it. Thank you so much for gifting 5 original Al memberships. And everybody, welcome the 5 people that got those. I'll try to read it in the chat if I see it as I go down. Okay, let's keep going. Snarky, just a girl you used to know. Thank you for using your member emojis. Cass Lou. DeVeo Greg is here. Good to see you on New Year's Eve. Nikki Hansen. Crystal. Tangled Bliss. Mwah, my love in blue. Thank you for being here. Eduardo, hello. Goose, always good to see you. Beverly Pickett, April, happy New Year's Eve. Carrie C, I know you were probably so excited yesterday, of course. Funky Butt Lovin', good for you. I'm glad I saw your name and read that out loud. Thank you for being here. Al, what are you doing? On DeVeo, Greg, I was here on time. I started this stream at exactly 3:33. I was so proud of myself. So proud. Nobody can say I was late today. I was on time. Catacorn Mermaid, hello. Glory B, so good to see you in the chat. So glad to see you got a membership. I think you got that yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Congrats and welcome. Joe from Detroit, Millie Irish Girl, Reese is here. Everybody have a happy and safe new year. I'm ready. Just went to the dispo and got a quarter weed, gram of oil, and gram of hash. My dispo did 31% off store wide. Such a good sale. Such a good sale. My like New Year's resolution though is that I'm like cutting down on the amount of weed I smoke. That's why I haven't had joints in my past few streams. I'm kind of trying to keep it to a minimum usage. So I've been having my one hitter. I stand up so that my face is out of the camera and it all works out well. So good. I'm a little more coherent for the new year, right? All good things. But as always, get your caffeine, nicotine, preferred controlled substance. It's New Year's Eve. I wouldn't tell you any different. New Year's Eve on a Sunday. Sinful Sunday. Beth Roche, hello, my love. Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. Angela, hello again. And thank you so much for starting the stream off right. Oh, I need to unmute alerts. Okay. Stephanie Morgan, hello. Today is trash day. Happy last day of 2023. Thank you all for the laughs. Love you, Original Owl. Cheers to 2024. Cheers. Thank you so much. C. Thomas, good to see you. April. Yeah, so Rebecca, hello. All right, I think I'm nearing the bottom. All APs in the chat. Amazing how the truth has cured Mary's crazy illness and her busted up legs and knees and her gluten intolerance. She's eating pizza. AP, her gluten intolerance is completely cured. Why don't we bring that short up first? Okay, guys. So as I said, yesterday I did the first reading of the transcripts, dropped total bombs on everybody. Like questions were answered yesterday. Closure was gained yesterday in that stream. I promise you. And Mary's response shocked me at first, but I was not surprised because I know she doesn't give a shit about what she did. It's just kind of shocking to me that it took the truth being put out in black and white for her to shut up and just say, like, now she's just giving excuses. I was mentally ill. She blamed everybody but herself. It's everybody's fault but hers that Roberta had to lose her life. Everybody but Mary. All right, so let me bring this short up first. Even though this wasn't the first thing she did, it is so smug and nasty. I want to start with this so that you're all good and mad at her. Okay? Before we listen to her 20-minute, it's everybody's fault but mine. And her beach walk. Yes. That she was doing while I was still live. I had just finished reading the transcripts and she went live walking to the beach and singing a very ominous song. You'll see that in a few minutes. I ran it through the editor.
Just to find out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
You would know, bitch. Stephanie Morgan for $9.99. Happy New Year, Al and Hooters. Mwah. Same to you, Stephanie Morgan. Thank you for the support. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let me pull this up and stop yapping here. And I'll tell you what, for some reason, I don't know if I downloaded her stream too quickly before YouTube had processed it or what, but my editor was having a hell of a time. But I ran it through the editor, got all the background noise, the ocean and all that, the sounds out of it so that we can hear exactly what she said in it. I did get it done. It was just hard. Okay, this short is titled Pizza Night. You'll see whenever we watch her walk to the beach that she was begging for pizza money in her PayPal, and apparently somebody gave it to her. I can't believe they did, but apparently somebody gave her enough money to get a pizza. So here, Mary. Like I said on my community tab, shoot for these stars. You got a pizza. I got a $250 donation from Chance. So we're not the same. Sorry, just have to brag about that a little since she's over here flexing her fucking pizza on us. Look at this shit. Here we go. Finally up.
Okay, so made it back home. I got my pizza. Thank you to my donators.
Oh, look at that.
I'm going to...
Why would you do that? You are just the fucking most ass backwards human being in this whole world. That pizza's gonna get lost in that gap between your fucking teeth. You are gross. She just had to take a bite of it, though. She had to. Like, Mary is a full-blown psychopath. Narcissist. She got the pizza from the dumpster. She went and begged them. Did anybody not pick up their order tonight? Please. Don't let me die. Okay, let's continue. She got her pizza and she just had to show everybody. She just had to. She couldn't help herself.
I'm going to enjoy my pizza and maybe get a shower. And then
maybe get a shower.
Discussion.
That's like a monumental planned event for Adrasdea. She might get a fucking shower, you guys. She was such a good girl. She got away with murder. She might actually bless herself with a shower.
We'll have a discussion.
A discussion?
About a couple of things.
I don't think anything needs discussed.
Oh, we'll get to that in a little bit. Thank you again for buying me my dinner. I really do appreciate it. It's delicious.
A hand to the person that bought Mary pizza. Oh, she's so nasty. I can't even watch her eat. Oh, those eyes. It's like it's just a black fucking hole. Those eyes are a black hole. Yes, ex-honey. Smug ass. Smug Adrasdea. As always. So she did this after her beach walk. Okay? And if you remember the first video that she did, we watched this yesterday before I read the transcripts. She said I was not getting a response. She even says it in the beach stream that we're not getting a response, but then 20 minutes later goes on to speak about it fully and blame everybody but herself and give every cope that she can possibly think of. That's what we're going to move over to now. Again, I ran it through the editor. I got all the fucking noise out of it. If you watched it live, it was fucking terrible. You couldn't even hear half the shit that she was saying. It was useless. But it's better now. I fixed it. She titled it Adrasdea is at the Beach. And again, it was started just on the very tail end of my stream.
Thinking that I ought to just forget about.
Yes, yes. She came on singing. And you'll recognize the song here in a moment. It's a country classic. I remember my dad walking around the house on Saturday mornings when he mopped, singing this. I cannot remember for the life of me. It wasn't like Reba that sang it, but some famous country artist sang it. I just can't recall who it is right now. Who's in the chat? Toots. Hello, Toots. Let it go. AP, I just realized who you were. Who you just realized who? Oh, whoa. Queen of Karma. Where you been? What? Can you just not bring attention to her so that it doesn't derail my fucking chat for once? Please. Please. Not sure why she's here. Other people are not going to be happy that you're here, but whatever. David Dominici. Yeah, hardly knows she's living it all till she's behind you cutting off your oxygen with an extension cord, right? Double D. Hey, Reader of Pain. JJ Stoner, 44420. Someone tell Queen of Karma that she's a stupid bitch. Oh, I'll do it, JJ. Queen of Karma is a stupid bitch and can't take jokes, says JJ Stoner. Yeah, probably not the best place for you to be, Queen of Karma, I would say. I'm surprised that you're unblocked in here. I actually had you hidden so that you didn't come and derail my chat. You got around the force field. Congratulations. Okay, this was titled Adrasdea is at the Beach. Okay, listen to her song that she's singing. This is just after, again, the transcripts were read. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, we know what she did now. And this was her first response.
About you, but it's a little too late. Well, it's a little too late. When you walked in, I should have walked out, but it's a little too late to do the right thing now.
Can you hear it okay? I hope it's not too low. Is it too low? Do I need to turn her up a little bit? I'll play it again. Turn it up a tad. Very popular song back in the day. I definitely remember it being a very popular song.
Do the right thing now. When you walked in, I should have walked out, but it's a little too late to do the right thing now.
It's a little too late to do the right thing now. Well, no shit. You just
to find out that it didn't make you feel better. It's a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
Spider McGee for 2. Mary has to respond. She can't help herself. She cannot help herself, but she can choose how to respond. And this was so Mary. Like, I didn't expect her to just do a Mary response. I don't know why. Like, I thought that this would, make it so that she never wanted to speak about it again and not want to show her face, ashamed because she's been lying for 3 years. But she does not give a fuck. She does not give a fuck what she told you and what she lied about. Does not give a shit. Going on with her life. All of a sudden, her mental illnesses are cured. Her gluten intolerance. She's eating pizza again. Like, this cured her. This did about the opposite of what I thought it would. She's allegedly mentally cured because the truth was told. The truth that she was there for.
And I ought to pay attention.
And don't worry, I don't continue her singing long. I go to the next part where she talks. At least I think so. Like I said, my editor was being crazy. Walking through the streets of Hollywood singing like a fucking psycho. Good job, Mary.
Right thing now.
But you're right. It is too late. Way too late.
Some sawdust down. It's too far gone to turn this heart around. Maybe wrong, but don't want out. It's a little too late to do the right thing now.
Hey, little bit, Texas one. Yes, she is actually psychotic. Completely psychotic. Not right in the head. Okay, let me skip. Yes, okay. Oh, and she turned it around a little bit.
Damn, I can't get it to turn.
Showing her face. Just fine out in public. Not watching her back for people that AP might have sent to hurt her. I thought she couldn't even leave her apartment because she was so afraid that somebody that watches AP or myself would come and hurt her. I thought she couldn't leave. She wasn't safe. I can cite videos where she sings to taunt the audience. Oh, this is definitely, she chose that song to sing 150%, knowing that we would see it.
Okay.
She can't help herself, like
Sorry,
everyone
I couldn't
said.
get it to turn.
Couldn't get it to turn. So she's sorry for that. It's easy enough to tell people sorry. Her camera turned the wrong way. But she won't apologize for taking somebody's life. Definitely not. Okay, a little further forward till she gets to this little platform. I think, yeah, my editor didn't do what I wanted it to. No, okay, we want to see her on the beach. On the beach is where she starts talking about us. I just need to find it. My editor hated this video. I could not cut it down like I wanted to. But at least I got the background noise out. Mostly. She begins to explain it
So if
here,
anybody is new
right
and
now.
confused about what the chat is talking about, they're attempting
So she said there was no response coming. She repeated that 2 times in 2 different videos. But now, because the entire chat was full of people calling her out for the transcripts, she starts saying, so if anybody's confused about what the chat, nobody's confused, Mary, nobody's confused anymore at all. But go on, try to explain it. You can't, but try to. Give it your
push me
best
to kill
shot.
myself for something that happened 15 years ago when I was unmedicated for my schizoaffective disorder that my family was denying I had because they didn't want to accept the mental health issues that they didn't acknowledge for so long.
Hey, Mary, you were 19. You were 19, meaning you had full autonomy over your medical everything. You were over 18. You're an adult. You had every opportunity to go and get help that your family wouldn't get you prior to that because they were you were in their custody or whatever you want to call it, a minor. You were 19 whenever this happened. If you were having these blackouts, wait till you hear what she says. She tries to now explain everything away by saying that she had blackouts and she literally doesn't remember, even though she wrote a fucking book about it. She does not remember anymore.
Somebody died. I have few memories of it, and there's a book that is going to end my life.
I'm
because
sorry,
of
it still
even though
sounds
I am
shitty.
now medicated and in therapy and away from the abusive people who push me to believe that if I just found a man to take care of me, then that would make me look well. I wouldn't need to get help because all I needed was a man with money. When in reality, what I needed was antipsychotics, which I'm on now. I'm doing better. Aside from the days when these groups come after me and try to push me to end my life.
Nobody is trying to push you to end your life. If anything, we'd like to see you take some sort of accountability for ending a life. You ended a life. That's the problem. We don't want any more lives to end. That's the problem. Don't go write a book, a fiction book about somebody's life ending that you had a hand in. And we proved that yesterday. And this is still the route that you're going to go. I don't remember. I wasn't on my Latuda yet. Like, stop. You know how many people with schizophrenia, like, how dare you say that it's because of your schizophrenia that this shit happened? Do you know how many schizophrenic people have never once thought about hurting somebody or killing somebody? A lot more than haven't or have thought about it.
The things that happened. when I
Hey,
was
Living
not on
Lovely.
antipsychotics.
Love to see you.
That's all I'm saying about it.
Liar. Reading that chat. She can't stop. She's reading the chat the entire time. She made sure to do a pre-live stream earlier to make sure that we knew she was going to go live after the transcripts were read. She did a test stream. And now she can't help herself reading the chat. She wants to gauge and see what people are thinking about it. Are people believing it? And again, her chat was full of it. I wish that when you download videos, it would download the chat as well. I guess I could pull it up, but people were not letting up on her. I don't know why she kept going. It didn't get any better. We'll switch over to the other video soon, once she's finished.
It's been 3 years for me to end my life over that because they think it'll be funny. They think it'll be funny to see me kill myself because of something that happened when I was unmedicated 15 years ago.
Stop saying when I was unmedicated 15 years ago. That means nothing. That's not normal. Mary, you're acting like it's normal for if somebody's off their medication and they're involved in a murder, it's just excused because they weren't medicated yet. No, that is not normal. Medication isn't your issue. This is you. Just the way that you are reacting to us reading it shows that this is you and you haven't changed a bit since then. That's at your core.
That's what Adonis Paul and Original Owl and these channels, that's what they want. They want for me to kill myself.
That is so not true. She wants you to believe that.
They say they want justice, but what they mean by we want justice is that they want me dead.
And if you notice too, she's now pacing back and forth. She's turning and walking one way, turning and walking the other. Back and forth, rambling on the beach, the public California beach, rambling like a fucking psycho. Like a lunatic about a murder that happened 15 years ago. Like, put yourself on that beach watching this fucking weirdo in jeans and sneakers pacing back and forth talking about a murder and her being involved in it.
Justice would be me being
you
dead.
cannot make this shit up.
So when they say that they want justice for this crime that I didn't commit, what they mean is that they want me dead. They just have to code it so that the authorities don't see that they've been
We have to code it so the authorities, but we want you in trouble with the authorities, you say. But we have to hide it from the authorities that we're exposing truth about what happened.
telling me to kill myself for 3 years because
nobody's ever told you to
if
kill
I did
yourself.
it, that would be a problem. As long as I don't kill myself, they're free and clear. But just in case, they use coded language so that if there's ever any investigation, it's just justice they're trying to get.
We have a secret language, AP. Did you know that?
Not hurting
JJ,
somebody
do you
else.
know
They're
it?
not wanting me
Our
to kill
secret
myself,
language?
even though they emailed me thousands of times telling me to kill myself.
That's just one person.
They'll continue making excuses for why what they're saying is okay. They'll continue making excuses for why going after mentally ill people is okay. That's just what they are, excuses.
Because mentally ill people are humans, just like anybody else, and you're held to the same standard. Adjusted, you are not in a fucking institution. You take care of yourself to the bare fucking minimum, but you do take care of yourself. You feed yourself. You go beg people for money so that you can have food that you order hot to your apartment, and you get to walk on this beautiful beach.
They go after people weaker than they are. In my case, it's mentally weaker. That's why they're targeting me. If they truly cared about getting justice for Roberta Laws, they would not have spent 3 years marketing her as a potato because of her disability. That's a clear sign that it's not justice for the victim that they're looking for. Because justice for the victims means respect for the victim. And they have absolutely no respect for this victim, who they have t-shirts portraying as a potato.
Nope. I do not have any merch that says that Roberta was a potato. I have nothing like that. See how she groups people together and says these things? She just says them, just like she told people that Nellie was deceased. The woman that spoke for Roberta in the courtroom told everybody that she was deceased.
Because she had cerebral palsy. And because she was buried in a backyard.
Look at her pacing. She's out
That's
of breath.
disrespectful. And it proves that they're not looking for justice. They're looking to hurt me.
Hey, Adrasdea, spoiler, I already found justice. Now I'm just doing everything else for pure fun. I found everything I needed in that first group. Money well fucking spent. If that was the only transcripts I planned to order. I shut you down. You cannot ever tell a lie about this again. But I'm going to keep doing it just for the fun of it and just because curiosity. Spud Bud, Mondola, good to see you. Hey, Dr. Cringe. David Metis, she is evil.
While denying that they go after people who have mental health issues. While denying my mental health issues. They've undiagnosed me already. You know, they tell people that I'm not medicated and that I'm not even in therapy or anything. And I am. I take Latuda, which is an antipsychotic. And they just recently upped the dose because you guys were forcing things into my head.
Forcing things into her head.
Which is why I'm doing better, because they've upped the dose.
She upped her dose.
But of course they're going to make excuses. You know, you're doing better because you're scared that we're going to find out, and so you're pretending. They changed my medication. A lot. Changing the medication of a schizophrenic person does a lot. It's a lot more than people think it does. That's why I was groggy and out of it for a full week after it happened. Back in 2009, I wasn't even medicated. I was diagnosed, but my family didn't want to accept the diagnosis.
Again, that is not, you were 19. You were no longer a child, Mary. You were not a child when all this happened. You could have gone out and gotten yourself therapy and asked for help. You were an adult, fully capable. And again, she's not in an institution. She lives in her own place. She goes to the doctor, gets her medication. She isn't in some locked up place where people do everything for her and feed her and tell her when to take her medicine. No, she's a fully fucking capable human being that does nothing for herself, does the bare minimum for herself, down to hygiene and shit like that. She wants everybody else to do it for her, and then she'll blame you for everything too. If you get into her life somehow and on her radar, then you're going to be blamed for the next thing that goes wrong.
Or mental illnesses, you bring on a lot of future trauma and pain.
Stop it.
That could have been avoided by just acknowledging a mental health disorder. I was having blackouts in high school.
Here she goes, blackouts. We've never heard about these blackouts prior to me reading these transcripts. She knew every detail. She knew what color Roberta's fucking face was right after she passed away, down to the different members. She talked about the different facial tones where he had the bandana and the mouth gag, how her face was white and everywhere else it was purple and red. Remember her explaining that in fine detail in that book? Now she was blacked out and she has no idea. Our secret is safe. 9 days before she went to the police, emailing Kenneth, our secret is safe. Our secret is safe. Fuck you, Mary.
Thing to help me.
I have
when
to
I was
hide
married,
for a
the
moment.
blackouts would last for weeks. And still, nobody was helping me because it was easier to ignore it. And when you have blackouts, you don't know what's happening during that. It's like being drunk, except you're not. And it doesn't just go away when you sober up.
Oh, isn't that convenient?
Sometimes it lasts for days, for weeks. I think I was out for a full month once.
Well, where did those go? Where did those blackouts go, Mary? You haven't had a single blackout in the entire time that I've known you on YouTube. How did you cure that? How are you curing all of these things you had? Your social anxiety gone? Look at you walking around out in the sunshine, all these people around. Whenever we're at the depths of finding out the truth, so you lied to thousands, tens of thousands of people. How come you're not coming on and saying that like every other time? There's tens of thousands of people that just found out I lied. They're going to send somebody to hurt me. No, now we're getting this. Again, we broke her. We completely fucking broke her.
And I have absolutely no idea what I do when I'm blacked out. And I'll probably never know. I know what people tell me.
Wanna bet she maybe brought up blackouts to the medical examiner in court? That medical examiner that couldn't guarantee that there was only one assailant because of the different ligature marks and the strength used and how one side was a lot more brutal than the other side was. So much tea, so much information. So well spent money.
Since I've started my medication, I haven't had a blackout.
How about that? Pretty sure Latuda does not treat blackouts.
It's been a long time since I've had a blackout, actually. I'm not even sure how long. It happened a couple times in the beginning of getting to Section 8 because I was being attacked.
Oh.
And when my mental health is under attack,
okay.
That's going to cause things to happen. But
of course,
recently, I've been able to maintain. But there are groups that are trying to stop that. They don't like me maintaining my mental health.
Because killing somebody
I
just
love
to find
this.
out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
Spider McGee for 5. Mary's always got attention from acting out. She doesn't care if it's negative or positive. YouTube is all she has. The internet is her mommy and daddy. Absolutely. Spider McGee. 100%. She is down to that. Only people that don't have to deal with her personally on a daily basis, her few people over on Facebook that don't see all the shit she does over here, that help her and will send her money for food every now and again. That's what she's down to. That's what she has left. Oh yeah, AP, nothing. She did not take accountability for one thing, not even anything small. Not even mentioning to him. She won't even speak about it. It's
like
baffling.
Where they can break me down so that they can earn money off of hurting me.
You don't look broken down to me. Not a bit.
It's a predatory group. But nobody wants to believe me when I say that because I'm crazy. So I obviously don't know what I'm talking about.
Mary, right now, 2023, 2024 is the absolute best time to be a mentally ill person because of all the woke bullshit that you're spewing right now. Mental illness does not make you exempt from things. You are acting like mental illness is taboo and that you're a separate group of people. I have fucking mental illness. A lot of people have mental illness and you don't even know it because they cope with it, Mary. They get jobs, they get on the right medication, or they find something that helps them cope and they live. Like over half the country has mental illness. That is not your problem. Mental illness is not your issue. Yeah, she wants to be crazy, just a girl, so people keep taking care of her. All right. Let's move over to the other video. That way we make sure we get everything in. So she did the walk on the beach, and then she did the video that we watched prior to this where she thanked someone for the pizza. While she was walking on the beach and talking, she said, "Oh, I need new shoes. Oh, I'd love to have a pizza tonight. Hit up my PayPal." It's listed on my channel. So yeah, she was begging for food and she got it from somebody. And again, I'm guessing it's one of the people that frequently sends her food money. She has like 2 or 3 people that will send her money whenever she asks. If she needs food, doesn't have the money to get it, they'll send her $10 or $20. All right, Adrasdea is at the beach. We're done with that. What am I looking for now? Oh, yes, the 20-minute video. Okay, so this one is titled, "The discussion to be had about mental health will likely be ignored for blame and judgment reasons." 20 minutes long. I am going to speed it up. You know she talks incredibly slow. Looks like she got that bath. Her hair definitely is that JRC3 style, just out of the shower, ready to make a video to AP. Take it away, Mary. Tell us. Tell us about your mental health and how that's the discussion that now needs to be had.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly talk about some of the things that came up during the live stream today. Because as much as I tried to clear up the chat and get all of these people away from me, it's impossible. There's too many of them. There are literally thousands of them, and there's only one of me. So the first thing I'm going to say is, nothing about my story has changed. Not a single aspect. And no matter what they come out with these documents and these transcripts, my memory of what happened is what it is. There's nothing that can change that. The discussion that needs to be had is about mental health. Because if somebody had been helping me way back then, I never would have been involved with the man that committed the crime. The second...
Stop it. Stop it. First of all, every person that you've ever been with has questionable things in their past, has done questionable things in their past. You've never been with a decent individual. And what would that change? Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people have grown up in broken homes and families and grown up to be wonderful people? And I don't even mean rich, because you think everything's about fucking money and how much you have. Just great people, all around great people that would help anybody, because God forbid they act like the people that raised them. There's plenty of people that are like that. But here you go. You're going to take it and milk it for everything that you possibly can. Your past, which is also questionable. Your own family says you're lying about the things that happened to you when you were a child.
Half of the stuff y'all are saying in the comments don't even make sense to me. And that's because I don't remember it the way that you're portraying it.
She doesn't remember.
Blank spots in my memory. I have a lot of fuzzy spots in my memory.
Fuzzy spots.
And when I black out, I have no memory of what I'm doing when I am blacked out. It's not that I'm standing around doing nothing. I'm living. I would go for weeks on end in blackout mode, and I was existing, talking to people, doing things, and I had no idea
how convenient is that
when I came back to myself. And things like that had been happening since high school. And even before that, my teachers were wanting me to seek help in the 3rd grade. They sent letters home to my parents. They thought that I needed to talk to somebody. And my parents refused to let me talk to anybody, to the extent that they revoked my grandparents.
Again, Mary was never taken by child services. Never. She lived with her grandma most of the time, matter of fact. Her grandmother raised her. She had a severely disabled brother, and I'm sure that she was hard to handle as a child as well. So she spent most of her time with her Meemaw.
Authorization to get me medical needs, if necessary. So after 3rd grade, because up until 3rd grade, my grandparents had a signed letter from my parents that they had notarized that said that if I got sick or I got hurt, my grandparents could take me to the emergency room. They could take me to the eye doctor. They could do whatever they needed to do. They could have taken me to a psychiatrist. They had permission from my parents.
She's literally blaming them.
When the school wrote and asked that I see a psychiatrist or a therapist or a counselor. And in fear that my grandparents would go over their heads and take me to get that help, my parents revoked their authorization for me to get medical assistance. And after that, I was staying with my grandparents half of the year, and they had no authorization to help me if I got hurt.
That makes
and there
no
were
sense.
times when I got hurt.
First of all, that's not how that works. Nobody would ever deny medical care just because. I mean, that the doctors would not deny medical care. Like if your grandma took you and your mom just didn't give her authorization, it's just she couldn't sign the forms, but the doctors aren't going to not help you. And again, you were never taken by the state. You just lived with your grandma, which is a typical thing. Sometimes people grow up at their grandparents' house for one reason or another. Yes, Mary and her brother had a 15-month age gap, Maureen, and he was severely handicapped with cerebral palsy, in a wheelchair, completely dependent on everybody else for everything.
My grandparents, and there was nothing we could do but kind of just wait it out and see if I would survive.
Hey, Joe, if I didn't say
I fell
hi,
through the boat
I'm not sure if I did.
my leg up, and we couldn't even go and have it x-rayed and find out if anything was broken, because that would require going back home and having my parents, and my parents weren't going to take me to the emergency room.
Nope.
So it was a situation where I needed help, and there was nobody willing to help me. And the only reason they weren't willing to help me is because it was embarrassing to the family. It's humiliating for the family. They couldn't have me talking to people because they didn't know
I don't believe you. Your brother was severely handicapped. He had many surgeries, many doctor's appointments, as I've heard from your aunt before. He was always at the doctor. He had to be. He was severely handicapped. And this was, in the 90s when care wasn't even what it is today. He was never taken out of the home. Like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. A doctor would know if a severely handicapped child was not being taken care of.
I was going to say, and if I said the wrong thing...
She rewrites her childhood just like she rewrote the murder, you guys. If you watched yesterday, I'm sure most of you did. She is rewriting her childhood and her life just like she wrote a book about the murder. She wrote about her life in that book. I'm not going to make you sit through it. I'd be glad if people want to read it. I'd be glad to share it with you. But yeah, she talks about her life and talks about rats nibbling at her in her crib, which I remember being a big news story at one point in time back in the day. Like children being nibbled at by rats, and the rats were eating at their bottles and stuff because the house was so bad. She just takes things and pulls things, and then she puts them into her life. That's probably part of her mental illness. Again, it doesn't exempt her from the rules. Everybody has to still follow the rules, no matter what's wrong with you.
Trouble because they were doing the wrong things.
Hey, Cass.
They couldn't have that, which means I
see someone saying Cass.
Hello,
Hello,
my
Cass.
mental health issues just escalated.
Hey,
and
Robin.
escalated and escalated as I grew. I was having suicidal ideation when I was 7 or 8 years old. Like, I can remember being that young and thinking that everything would just be better if I died.
You're still here.
And
you're 37 now.
Even
still
now,
here. You're going to be
the first thought
37.
in my head is always, it would be better if you just died, because there's no getting past this. And often it's something very minuscule that my mind is telling me there's no getting past.
What a conundrum. A suicidal narcissist.
My grandmother.
And I know that is possible. Like, she, first of all, doesn't have the balls to do it. And second of all, she's too much of a narcissist. She doesn't actually think that she shouldn't be in this world. She doesn't think that at all. She thinks she should be able to control everything around her. That's what she thinks. And she did it for most of her life. She had control of people for most of her life. It wasn't until after the murder happened that people quit fucking with her. I'm sure that earned her. And you guys know she was in Florida. She literally hitchhiked to California to be homeless. She hitchhiked across the country as two of the farthest places from each other, Florida to California, to be homeless because she heard that she could get help and get an apartment and shit in California. This is the person that we're talking about.
A book about thinking your way to happiness.
Hey, Maggie May.
You're not really mentally disturbed or messed up. You're not really depressed on a clinical level. It's just you have to think yourself happy and tell yourself you're happy. And that was pretty much how the family dealt with all of my problems. It was, it's mind over matter.
And you didn't take that for what it was. I understand that depression is a problem for people that actually have diagnosed chemical imbalance depression. It's a huge problem. But Mary, what your family was telling you, they were accurate and they were telling you the right thing, that you have to just cope and get your mind right. That doesn't mean you can't get help for it, but that's, if you're saying two different things. You're telling us that your family wanted to help you get ways to cope, but you're also telling us that it's their fault you didn't get that therapy. Like, do you hear yourself?
But my mind was the broken part. Mind over matter doesn't work.
They told her how to make it better, but they wouldn't let her go get better, guys. That's Mary talk right there. That's Mary mental gymnastics.
Having psychotic episodes. But all my family wanted to focus on was that if I tried harder, I just didn't want it bad enough. I didn't want to be happy hard enough. And it was my fault. It wasn't that nobody was helping me. It was my fault because I didn't want it bad enough.
Yes.
I didn't need a book. I had read lots of books by that point. I needed a pill. I needed an antidepressant. and a hug.
Oh. I don't know why that bothers me so bad that she just fucking said that. I needed a pill and a fucking hug. That's all, huh? And Roberta would be here. Well, according to your book, Kenneth was giving you plenty of hugs. Pillow talk. He'd take you to hotels for pillow talk. Fucking weirdo.
And pretty soon, I wouldn't even need the hug anymore because I started drifting away from people. And it became more and more awkward whenever somebody touched me. Whenever I was in a room with people, there were voices that would tell me that I was being laughed at. That I was
here
being
she
talked
goes.
about. Whispers everywhere. Everybody, every room I went into, somebody was whispering about me.
Every room.
But somehow they
She's
all
so
sounded the same.
schizophrenic, you guys.
All these people, they didn't have.
She's
They didn't
so
have their own voices.
schizophrenic, you guys.
They were in my head.
Mm.
And I didn't know where they were. I wouldn't actually get help and get on medication until after the murder. I was diagnosed at 18, but I wasn't medicated because the family was still pushing on me that I needed.
You were 18, ma'am. You were 18. Your family let you go and get diagnosed, but just wouldn't let you get the medication? Bullshit. 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 If they wanted you to get help, it was because you were fucking unbearable, just like you are today. Your aunt has told us you were just completely, nobody could do anything with you. And you could have gone and got help. After the murder, they put her into a women's help center, like a abused woman's shelter. She ran away from it and caused so many problems that they just took her back to Mima's until the trial. They couldn't even keep her in a place where they offered her straight up free help out of probably a victim's compensation fund, most likely, because of her, I don't even know what to call it anymore, her place in that trial or that case. She didn't want it.
To just think my way past it and find a rich man to take care of me so that it wouldn't matter that I was sick, because that's how the women in our family dealt with it.
Ooh, how dare
in our
you.
family who have problems. My great-grandmother spent the majority of her adult life in a mental hospital. My own mom was batshit.
And?
But the idea was that I just needed to stay pretty long enough to find a rich man to trap in to take care of me. And then we wouldn't have to worry about whether I had mental health issues or not, because whoever this man was would take care of me regardless. I would pop out a few kids, and that's how the women in our family got through. But I couldn't have kids. And the man that I chose...
How dare you?
...didn't care about me. And so after I got out of that relationship, where everything had been a lie, I went into the next relationship trying to be honest, because my last partner had lied to me about literally every aspect of their being. And so when I put this ad on Craigslist, I put in the ad that I was schizoaffective and that I was dealing with these problems. And the person that replied knowing that I had these issues.
No.
Manipulated.
See how she wants to flip this? That Kenneth got her because she was weak? No, that is not what happened. She was the one that was leading Kenneth around. We know that now. From everything that the attorney said in a courtroom, on the record. You can't just say those things if they're not true, Mary.
And he took advantage of the fact
Because killing somebody just to find out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
AJ Perry for 5. I lost my job, dumped, plus my mom and I lost our apartment, but I found a job and moved into my own place. You have no excuse, Mary. Exactly, AJ. Plenty of people have been in worse situations than she has. And she has the members of her family don't speak to her, and they're lovely. Like the other members of Adrasdea's family, her sisters, her aunt, they're lovely. They have lovely lives. They're married. They have grandchildren. They are normal. They live completely normal lives. Mary's mother, despite her mental illnesses, lived a pretty normal life. Her mom and dad, they were just normal people. Same with her Mima. She said that she got abused, but then she found somebody later in life. Like everybody coped but Mary in that family. But she'll sit here and talk about them. Like how can she sit and degrade her own family members like that? The other women in her family. I think that's just so disgusting.
Mentally there.
So wrong.
I don't know everything that happened because I was not always there.
Well, then
I
you
was
shouldn't have
physically
written a
there,
book
but
about
I was
it.
not mentally there because I was not medicated, and I was in an extremely bad place mentally. Had things been different when I left my first husband,
A Southern Belle just gifted 5
Look, here's
original
my
Owl
pussy.
memberships.
Give me money.
Here's my pussy. Give me money. Venny P, Silvana, Negative Nancy, Livin' Lovely, Betsy Blackbird, TM. You were all gifted original Owl memberships. Welcome. Or no, Livin' Lovely, you were already one. You were just in the midst of all those other ones. But thank you so much for that, A Southern Belle. Mwah. Welcome. 5 new members. Thank you so much. Welcome, you guys. Hey, the Gertz Fiend. Mary was the psychopath in the family. She was. I'm not saying that her family's life was easy and rainbows by any means, rainbows and butterflies, but they coped and they got through it. They had homes. They left things to each other in their family, because we've heard about that from Mary, of course. Had to talk about her grandma's will and where all her money and property went. Hey, Mr. Dax and Winona. I think Rocky's here. Possibly. Let me play this.
the family should have said, well, maybe you should take this time to work on your mental health. But nobody said that to me. They said, you need to find you another man and hurry up before you get old and ugly. That mindset is dangerous, and it put me in an even more toxic mindset than I was already in. I don't know what all is going to come out of these transcripts. I only know what I remember. I remember talking about nursing homes.
Hey, baby.
I remember calling a nursing home and trying to talk to them about having her have a place. He had said that she wouldn't eat if you put her in a nursing home. He had said that he had tried that before, and she had starved herself like she was.
She said this before. She has tried saying that she didn't mean she wanted to actually get rid of Roberta. Whenever she said get rid of, she just wanted her put into a home. But Kenneth told her that she wouldn't eat if they put her in a home. So the next best thing was to end her life, right? Oh, she won't eat if we put her in care. Well, we'll just kill her then. Yeah, that's normal.
Holding him captive.
Totally explains it away.
By forcing him to stay with her, because if she wasn't with him, she wouldn't eat and take care of herself and things. And I don't know what's true and what's not, because that's
Thank
just
you,
what
a
he told
Southern
me.
Belle.
So how am I supposed to know what? Like, I don't know what's real in my mind, and I don't know what's real from his mouth. It was all just confusing to me, and it still is.
You wrote a book about it.
I'm working on bettering myself and getting to a place where I can have a normal life, where there's not people whispering in every room that I go in.
Oh, she's still hearing the
That's why I'm in
whispers.
therapy. That's why I'm in treatment now. That's why I'm on medication now. That's why I'm not jumping into relationships now.
Amazing.
I won't
When
allow
did you?
myself to be in a relationship again unless I know that I'm mentally stable.
You have not been in a relationship since
Because
that
killing
happened.
somebody just to find out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
Robin, thank you for the cute little super sticker. Thank you so much, Robin, for your support, my love. Here, let's have a little cleanse. Where is it? Here. Remember this?
And that's why Original Owl was showing her vagina.
I cannot.
And that's why Original Owl was showing her vagina.
I was showing my vagina. When did I do that? I'm having blackouts, literally. When did I do that? And who has the pictures? I need them, please. I might want to auction them off someday. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
enough.
I never showed
And
my
this
vagina.
person is being honest with me and not using me and lying to me and manipulating me and using my illnesses against me the way everybody in my life has done. All of the people who have spoken out about me and said that, have denied my
How did Kenneth use your mental illnesses against you? How did he do that? Because Kenneth didn't do anything to you but buy you gifts and move you into his house and give you attention over his 10-year fiance. So what did he do to you to use your mental illness against you? He didn't do anything to you.
problems. They all knew what was going on. They all refused to acknowledge it because it would be embarrassing to them to even acknowledge that somebody in their bloodline was schizophrenic.
Shut up. Oh, So instead, now they have to say that someone in their family was a unindicted co-conspirator to a murder. That's so much better. You're right, Mayor. What am I thinking? That's so much better. You're right.
Spouse wouldn't acknowledge it, and like some weird shit happened when we were together.
Such a
like,
weirdo.
Thank
you all for being here. Please click the like button and chat.
It was
chat away.
All of the garbage bins were lined the streets. But I saw children. I saw vividly. I saw children running and playing in the streets. And I slammed on the brakes and I scared the crap out of my husband. And he asked me what was going on. And I pointed ahead. You don't see the street full of children. I can't drive through. And we turned up the lights and I was finally able to see that it was trash cans and they weren't actually moving. But I couldn't differentiate.
There were
times
anyone?
I could not differentiate the shadows from
Buttlord 420. What the fuck?
And I should have been getting.
Actually, yeah, let me read some chat before we finish her up. You guys forgot I have anxiety, so I'm not liable for cold-blooded, premeditated murder of a disabled person. Yes, according to Mary, mentally ill people get a pass. They are exempt from the laws. They're allowed to go and manipulate a man into taking a very innocent, disabled woman's life for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I don't even know why Kenneth found me. I don't get it. Because in those statements we read, both of them said that it seemed like Roberta was happy with Kenneth. But of course she was, because she just wanted to be loved by somebody. But you know what I mean? They said that Kenneth brought her over all the time. Do we know that they found each other on Craigslist? What if we find out that that's not even how they met on Craigslist? Because they lived close to each other. They could have met and it not been on Craigslist. She just uses that I put schizophrenia in my ad.
Just to find out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
Because anything could be a lie now. After what we found out was a lie, anything could be a lie now. Anything could be made up. Nat Anderson, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much for your support. Hey, Chris Super Dude. I've got blood sugar problems, meaning I can use the Twinkie defense if I ever kill someone. What's the Twinkie defense? That your blood sugar went low, so you went cuckoo? Crazy. Okay, let's wrap this one up. I got something else I want to show you guys before we stop.
I don't know why it was just laughed off. I don't know why everybody just ignored it and saw it as just Mary's. That's how Mary is. I needed help. For so long, I needed help. And nobody cared. Until something terrible happened. And then I was only getting help because the police were telling me to get this help. It wasn't my family telling me to get mental help. It was the police telling me to get this help.
Okay, and?
That's what finally got me medicated and finally got me trying to get better on the right track.
Oh, that's all it took, guys.
That's all it took. All of this judgment and all of this.
Roberta had to lose her life for you to get your fucking head straight. Well, that's just great, Mary. Why could I not see what a hero you are? Fucking idiot.
At me.
She just is so
I
dense.
don't even remember what it is that I did that was horrible. I know that I didn't actually kill
I'm making
anybody.
Rocky sad.
I was locked in the truck.
I'm sorry, Bubba. Come on.
I do remember that part. And it's not like I would have a false memory of that, because when I black out, I black out. I don't remember anything. It's not that I don't have new memories that are replacing them or anything. It's just a blank spot in my memory.
Then what was
if I had been involved.
You wrote a book about the murder and your life, a detailed book. You can't write an autobiography if half of your life were blackouts.
And blocked it out, it would be a black spot in my memory. But I have a vivid memory of being inside the truck and then him coming back out and leading me inside. And the last vivid thing I remember was her face. And then things flashed in and out for a bit.
She has to say that. She has to say that because that's what she gave specific details on. And the truck, I don't believe anymore that she was in the truck. I don't believe that at all.
I don't know what to tell you.
Nothing. We don't want to know anything from you.
I'm on my own, getting help and doing my best to not be anything like the person that I was.
Good. We got this. We got
this. I don't even know
this.
who that person was. I don't know what kind of thing she was up to, because when I'm medicated, when I'm in treatment, I'm different. And I don't know how to explain that any.
Did anyone even mention the truck? No, she knows what she lied about. Yeah. Nobody said anything about her being outside, but they sure said stuff about her possibly being inside. To the point that, that part that I read where he said, you know why I bring that up to you about there being two assailants? Mary Barone, that's why. He literally said she was involved more than Kenneth or she wants to admit. You can't put this guy to death. And that is why it took me getting these transcripts for it to click about the judge. I understand why people were upset that he made that judgment so quickly, but he did it because he knew. He knew that if it weren't for Mary, that Roberta Laws would still be here today. So how can you sentence Kenneth to death when he possibly wouldn't have done that if he would have never met Mary Barone? Like, the judge was put between a rock and a hard spot, and I didn't realize that until I got my hands on the transcripts.
Clearer, or in any other terms, than I have attempted to explain it. And I've attempted to explain this repeatedly for the past 3 years since all of this started. And they keep saying, no, that you're using it as an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's what happened.
We never heard it before.
When people say that, they'll say, well, what, do you want us to say you're crazy? Yes, because I am. Because it's
Because killing somebody
it's not an insult.
just to find out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
Catacorn and J for 10 Twinkie defense. In 1979, Dan White was on trial for the murder of Harvey Milk. His defense was he ate too much junk food and soda, which caused a mood swing, which led him to murder Harvey Milk. That is awesome, Capricorn. Thank you for explaining that. Wow, and that doesn't surprise me at all. Yesterday, I was reading the defense attorney trying to convince the jury that it was more kind of them to kill Roberta with a rope than it would have been with their bare hands. Like, I could never be a defense attorney.
Because killing somebody just to find out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
AKA Salamander Head. Oh, why did it just disappear? For $9.99. It's not showing a message. Maybe you didn't type anything. Winona, aka Salamander Head, for $9.99. Thank you so much. And then what's this? Oh, that's Winona. That's why I couldn't see it. You have those little designs in front of your name. Thank you, everybody, so much for the support. Okay, let's wrap this up. We got another crazy cow to talk about.
It's not like calling me a bitch because
and
obviously
it's almost
a female
New Year's
cannot be
Eve.
an actual dog.
I can smell the sauerkraut in the slow
if you're
cooker.
schizophrenic, you can be crazy. It's not an insult. It's a reality.
Exactly.
And the fact that my family and these people attacking me have used it as an insult to degrade me and put me down is a big part of the problem and the discussion that needs to be had with mental health. Because we need to stop using words like crazy or insane as insults against people who are suffering from these disorders. For us, it is a fact of life. And getting offended by it and fighting against the label because other people are using it offensively
you're
to
offending mental health
It's only
people.
going to make the entire concept of getting help.
You're saying the opposite of what mental health people want to advocate for. You are saying that because of your mental illness, Roberta Laws lost her life. You are blaming that on schizophrenia. You are hurting the mental health community, the schizophrenic community, by saying that that's why you did this. And also because you didn't get the help you needed. Your family didn't let you get medicine. You needed a pill and a hug. I can't believe you said that.
Worse.
A
Because
pill
you're
and a
allowing
hug.
What you are to be an insult.
Don't we all need a
what you
pill
are is
and a
not an insult.
I need to put that on merch. I need a pill and a hug.
I really don't. And I'm not intending on commenting on it again. I know that they're planning on dragging this out over the next couple of months. They're trying very hard to push me to kill myself. And I am going to try very hard to simply not acknowledge it again.
I want you to live
There's nothing I can
forever.
say that's going to change anything, and there's nothing they can say that's going to change anything because my memories are what they are. You cannot beat memories into me that I don't have. Regardless of how badly you want me to remember.
You told lies. You didn't just omit facts. You told them wrong. You don't get to use the I don't remember defense when you told a story. You didn't tell it. You didn't omit things. You told every detail.
If I don't
Are you
have them in
kidding
my
me?
brain, they're not there. And I have already given the side of the story that I have in my brain. That's the story I gave, that's the story I remember, and that's what I still feel is true. So that's where we are.
That's where we are, people. Wow. How she can just shove it off like that. I wouldn't even be able to show my face. Like, it would take time for me to even process what I read on stream yesterday. But she's just cured. This mentally ill, fragile woman just, boom, comes back from this. No, she's just numb. She's had 15 years to think about this and lie about it and write books about it. And it all just came crashing down. Like, I don't even know what I would do, actually. I don't know how I would act if that happened. I would like to think that I would be ashamed and feel some shame. She just does not have the ability to feel shame. Rickzilla for 2.
Because killing somebody just to find out that it didn't make you feel better is a hell of a thing to learn the hard way.
Mary needs more money to fuel her drug habits. That's right. Mary needs a pre-roll, everyone. Mary always needs a pre-roll.
And that's why Original Owl is showing her vagina.
And that's why Original Owl is showing her vagina. Okay, that concludes our Mary segment for today. Let's finish up with a little more lighthearted cow. We haven't checked on her in a while, since before Christmas. And I'm speaking of Miss Truthfully Trisha. Yes, I'm sorry. I know. Trisha, I'll give you the standing ovation, TT. I call this little thing that I put together a tale of 2 TTs, is what I call this.
I could have money selling my tits if I was allowed to sell them.
A Southern Belle 333 for your wish of the day. Make it special because it is New Year's Eve. Here is to an amazing 2024. Thank you for the incredible 2023, Al. Also, thank you for all of the 420 people in the chat. We are so glad you are here. Mwah. I know it was at 420 for so long. It says 431 now, but it held at 420 for a long time. I should have screenshotted it. Okay. So yes, again, I call this little video we're going to watch a tale of 2 TTs. You're going to see a little shift here. TT shifts a lot, and she's now kind of fully on back in the drama. AP, you mentioned that you never saw the eyes. You'd never noticed the eyes on TT that we were talking about. They're not quite as dark as Adrasdea's. I don't think TT has quite the amount of rage that Adrasdea holds, but her eyes can definitely be concerning sometimes, and you'll see that here in a few. Not in this part. This part is the calm before the storm. A tale of 2 TTs. Look at her there in her car in the middle of a horrible storm, decides to live stream. So already not off to a terrific start, okay? Like, are you trying to get pulled over, girl? But go ahead. I always watch the car streams just waiting to see if she'll get pulled over because I would love to see an interaction. She would love that too if she got pulled over. All right. I tried to soundproof this or background denoise this one too because she's in the middle of like a hailstorm live streaming. Here we go. Take it away, TT. Everybody, members, use your Academy Award emojis frequently. That's just for TT, our Academy Award emoji. Oh, I still hear the rain. It's her fault.
Weather is just nasty today. Yeah, so I got some hydration going on. Thing that I have to remember:
stay hydrated.
Water everything everywhere I go because being dehydrated is not a good thing.
It is a good thing. She's right. Oh, my denoiser sucks. I'm sorry, guys.
I think I found whatever I think is flavors.
There you go, members. She deserves those awards.
This is strawberry lemon. I like strawberry lemon, strawberry watermelon.
It's
never.
To me, I love watching TT try to do 2 things at once. She's trying to keep her composure and do a cool live stream, a cool trendy, she's a vlogger, okay? She's trying to do a cool vlog, and this hailstorm is cramping her style. So it's funny to watch her get frustrated and like pulled out of what she's saying. I love her. I fucking love her. I can't help it. I have a thing for heifers.
It was crazy. The last few days, I thought of it. Well, so I started writing. First, I started my biography. Not biography. My bio. My autobiography, since I am writing it. I am the one. And
if you don't know the lore, Trisha has been working on her autobiography for about 8 years now. So it's going to be a hell of a book when it does come to fruition.
I got to this particular point. I wrote probably feverishly about.
Hey, bibbity bobbity boo.
No, it's great.
She is.
Oh.
Well, she's not one hand streaming. Luckily, she got one of those little dash mounts that goes in the middle of your thingy. So she's not necessarily always looking at the road. Sometimes she's looking over in the middle of her, dash, because she has to look at her people that she's talking to. She's live streaming. So yeah, but it is in the middle of a hailstorm. Absolutely. Morgan M. Hello, Pansy. Yeah, nothing stops our girl. Nothing.
Damn. That's like fun in there. I wrote about 10 pages.
Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.
About those 10 pages.
Don't leave. She's about to freak. Don't leave.
And then that sparked off an idea for another.
Hey, Steel Toe.
Yeah, it sparked off an idea for another. Story. So I wrote
I'm sorry.
I wrote 13 pages.
Trisha tickles me. It's not for everyone, I know.
But I needed a break.
Tickles me.
And then I just thought, I don't need to be filming my every minute. Yeah, it makes a little bit of money, like it for the algorithm. Because if I don't vlog for a day, or if I stop vlogging, the thing called the algorithm just
that algorithm
drops you. And then the only thing that I'm attracted to, like, I'm having a catastrophe. So if I start saying, oh, I hate my life, oh, this, that, and the other, then everybody watches. They think I'm going to have a proper meltdown or whatever from the past. I'm not the past like that anymore.
Could it be because you previewed your social media presence on the Dr. Phil show, Trisha? Could that have anything to do with it? That your audience expects what you've given them for the past 4 years or so? She's been on YouTube a lot longer, but let's just start from Dr. Phil 2017. Oh my God, 6 years. We're coming up on 6 years, guys, since Dr. Phil. I hate that. I thought it was like 4. That makes me feel old. Oh my God. Whatever. Thanks, Trisha.
So
I'm not old.
When I
None of us are old.
Fine.
We're young at heart.
Nobody wants to watch. But shit.
That's so sad. I get it, girl. People only watch me when there's drama too. I feel you, girl.
You're like
why are you feeling your roof?
Yeah, so
is it that bad? It's gonna cave in.
Here's my pussy. Give me money.
Here's my pussy. Give me money. Morgan M. Welcome to Al's Next Level Chatters. Enjoy your membership emojis. Give Trisha an Academy Award. It's coming. The Academy Award worthy moment is coming. First, she has to tell us how she's gotten all the negativity out of her life. Then we're going to see the tale of two TTs.
It's not going to be fantastic. So then the question is, the little life and healthy.
Stop reading! Stop reading the chat, Trisha.
They're not.
You're going to die.
She's out of the house. What did I even have for Christmas dinner? I posted. That's something good. But I felt good. In between, I paused my live stream and I shared some good conversations. And I don't have to make everything my life public. No. So I just wanted to let you know that people got here and you got a chance to check in. 2024 is going to be an amazing year.
2024!
I decided that already.
She says that every year. I love it.
Like every night now, yeah, it's been enough to go to that reading.
Stop reading the chat.
I just feel that
you're driving.
No,
pray
focusing
for
too much
TT.
on the negativity. That's what
I know.
Steel Toast. So I thought of a way to get out of it.
Wait till you see her in a minute.
And that's just what I think about choice.
She about to oh, there's the yawn.
I used to care. So 2024, I'm going into it like, who cares?
Who cares?
Cares what they say. Cares what they think. I totally went down to the bottom. Like, no makeup, no bra, not giving a damn. Because remember how I had to be like so perfect? Or I felt like
she's free,
in between.
you guys. She's free.
For 8 years, I've been vlogging my life. When I first started 8 years ago, I was a wreck, insane. I was nuts.
She was crazy.
12 pills a day, addicted to toxicity. The last 5 years, I've been trying to live better. And the best thing ever, the measurable progress that I'm making in my sobriety, is that I'm trying hard not to find other things to addict myself to. Well, abstaining from...
That's a toughie. That's a toughie.
Hookups with the past. Abstaining from alcohol, abstaining from weed and from me, but it's good for you. But that's just such a positive thing for me that I feel more clear when I'm working on my art. Sure, one thing
She's so positive, you guys.
Drawn towards is self-deprecation. Talking shit to myself.
I know that's not right. She didn't mean to say self-deprivation. Because deprivation means you're depriving yourself of things. I think she meant self-desecration. Isn't that the right word? Because she's talking about like saying negative things to herself. She's not doing that anymore though. No more negativity.
I think it's like letting out all of that because it's stuff that I heard and I absorbed it all. Oops. Oh, I was in a bad place, but like I was a junkie.
She was a junkie.
Why was I a junkie? Well, I lost 4 pounds. No junk food. I didn't really.
She just said that. But do I have a joke? No. Yeah, that's a better sound for that. She was trying to make a joke there. Trisha's so super funny, you guys. She said she was a junkie. And you know why she was a junkie? Well, she lost 4 pounds. She stopped eating that junk food. Just clap for her. Just clap for her. She tries. God bless her. She tries. Hey, Corey Thompson. Degradation. Degradation. Or depreciation,
I didn't make like ice cream and things like that. Those cookies, I threw the rest of them away. Threw that spice cake away. I didn't need to have all of that. Was that a waste? You could say it was. It was in my pantry. Getting rid of it, like clearing.
So she just told on herself all the shit that she cooked and baked on her Christmas stream. She didn't go like take it to parties or give it away or anything like that. She threw it away because she didn't need it. Right after she baked all that shit, she decided she needed to fix her body. Even though the last time we checked in on her, she was about body positivity. Things move fast with TT, okay? You got to be able to keep up with. Look at that passion. Yes. Thank you, members, with the Academy Awards.
Out my pantry.
Look at her. Wait, this is nothing.
Things. So I think there's like different segments in the cycle of recovery. Like the first thing I did a couple months ago was take everything apart and throw away 2 truckloads of stuff. Then when you start letting go, it's a process.
She always goes through a donation arc.
It's a process. So when you start letting go, everything that you've gone through takes the out of you. And the thing that takes its place has to be substantial. So this is what I'm writing about in my book.
Oh, I can't wait for that book.
Instead of my hands.
Cannot wait for that book.
Late Lola ahead on US 17.6 miles.
Why?
She was still on the fastest route.
Why is the lane so bad?
It's your map. Don't freak out just because you're on stream. Okay, come on. Get to the freak out, girl.
I can't do this. It's like, why can't I do this? Not touching you.
Okay.
Your husband's not touching.
I can't. So you see, we've now moved on to a new stream. A Tale of Two TTs. I don't really think I need to explain what you're about to see. So let's just... She let go of all that negativity, but then the next time I saw her...
Yes, instead of, I can't do this.
She's creating her own little storm.
Not touching you. Your husband's not touching you. You have no animals that are loving on you. You're a pathetic piece of shit. You and all your friends. You and your freaking hand job. When you watch me and you jerk yourself off with your vape and then put it in your mouth and suck on it like you're sucking my pussy, you're gross.
Time out. Time out. Like, that was just 0 to 1,000. I told you. I tried to warn you, Trisha. I understand that you're bipolar or whatever you say that you're diagnosed with now. And I'm sure that the Adderall doesn't help. But dear, you have to stop with the hypersexualization. This turns me off. And people left your stream. I was watching the count and people left when you started saying that JM sticks her vape in her vagina. I run a family-friendly show here, TT. Where did this come from?
You and your freaking hand job. When you watch me and you jerk yourself off with your vape and then put it in your mouth and suck on it like you're sucking my pussy, you're gross.
So unnecessary.
Notice my Rogue Mod's not here when she's on? Notice that?
Drink in one hand, reading the chat, definitely driving pretty quickly, it seems, from, you know, what it looks like outside of the car. This is concerning. Someone said that Adrasdea is live. I'm going to go over and check on that real quick.
She's so caught up right now, her fingers are in a twist. She doesn't know what to say.
Walking with the Stars.
This is the real Trisha here, guys. How do you know?
It turned off.
How do you know? The real Trisha.
That
You
live stopped. She
are
must
a
have to
pathetic piece of
restart.
shit.
Maybe?
Get it through your head. Whack job. Try to control my life. And how does it feel?
Yeah, it looks like she restarted.
You and 8-Ball Andy. Huh? How does it feel? Got that good stuff coming in?
8-Ball Andy.
Rejection sucks, doesn't it?
That's Andy, who we welcome to the internet together. 8-Ball Andy. Okay, so yes, Adrasdea is live, as David said. Here, I'll click over and show you. She titled it, Adrasdea is Walking with the Stars. That's what she named it. So here that is. Let me make sure you can see the chat up there. And let's see if she's talking. She's on the Hollywood.
I'm going to try
Walk
to
of
give
Fame.
each star its time, but once we get up a couple more blocks, it's going to get very congested with people.
Did we fix her? Is that what this is, AP? Did we fix Mary? I turned her down a little bit so that we're not. So she's viewing all the Hollywood, and we've always said that she should walk around. You live in Hollywood. Like, so many people would love to see what Hollywood looks like. Did we fix her, not break her?
Cleavon Little, he was,
I mean, she won't take accountability for nothing. Still.
That Mel Brooks movie, the cowboy one. I can't remember the name of it, which is awful because it's like the most famous
But
one. But
even if this encourages her to act like a normal human being, the fact remains that she won't take any accountability for it at all. She's not taking accountability for what she did. She just decided to now say that she went through blackouts during that time. She was always blacking out. And she's now more comfortable to show herself in public and be around people. You know what I mean? It's so backwards. Like, I want her to do this. I am not upset in the slightest that she is walking down, viewing the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It just, the timing is a little strange. Donis, you are not blocked. I see you in her chat. Funky Butt Levin. Oh my goodness, yeah.
I know somebody out there knows it. I just can't think of it right now.
Let me get a little further. So is she trying, is this what she wants? She wants to gauge how people are going to act.
Guess y'all will just have to talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, let me go back. What'd she say?
Guess y'all will just have to talk amongst yourselves.
Guess y'all will have to talk amongst yourselves since you're talking about... What do you think people are going to talk about in your chat? She's not that dense. She's dense, but she knows exactly what people are going to talk about in these live chats and want her to talk about. She chose to go live. Nobody made her go live. and do this. Nobody. So stop acting like a victim.
Boy band corner.
Yeah, don't
Who's
act like a
Felicity
victim.
Huffman?
You know exactly what people are going to say in your chat. You know. She's just acting stupid. She's playing dumb. Yeah, I'm not making a new alt. Yeah, it's not worth it, Hula. It's just not. It doesn't go in. It does not absorb into her brain. So she's not going to talk about it. She's in front of a bunch of people walking up and down the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Trust me, though, that the archivers will get it and are screen recording it, and I will keep an eye on it as well. Let's finish up with TT because I'm going to have to get off of here soon. Dude, my New Year's Eve dinner smells so damn good, you guys. I'm so excited about it. And I got to pee a little bit. So I'm on a limited time left. Wasn't yesterday so funny how the stream ended? My mouse disappeared from my screen. I fixed it a few minutes later, but I must have pushed a combination of buttons on accident that makes your cursor disappear. And I couldn't end the stream. I had to guess where it was. It was so terrible. And all of a sudden it just ended then. So embarrassing.
Desperation stinks, doesn't it?
Look at that fucking...
Thank you. Thank you very much. It stinks, doesn't it?
What the fuck is that, Trisha? That thing is damn near hitting the camera. Do you see this? Water bottle full of fucking lemons. I see we're on a wellness journey and getting our hydration. Good for you, Trisha. She always has had very nice skin, and that's because she drinks a lot of water. We could benefit from that. But what the fuck is that in your hand? Where'd you even get something that ungodly? Like, do you always have to make a big deal out of everything? Even your damn water bottle has to be obnoxious and weird. I cannot. It's like a gallon water bottle.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Reading the chat, chewing gum, holding a fucking drink, driving one-handed on a
So everything
highway.
in my life is going to turn out all right, regardless of whatever. Because I have a whole new attitude. I've woken up. Never will I ever look at your face again and ever. The only thing I cried last night, that was...
She has a whole new attitude. I can't.
Not fair. The person that sent me that picture of Snatch Face scared the fuck out of me. I said, don't do that before I go to bed. Don't be sending me pictures like that. She tried to copy me. Snatch Face tried to copy me. Her face.
Dropping bombs.
Her under eye bags were emphasized by the lack of D in her life. So, you know, we get caught up in our self-centeredness or whatever you want to call it. We think our lives are bad. No. When's the last time she's been to the gym? She's been sitting in her same dank shit the last 7 years. Think about it.
Come to the light.
When have you ever
TT?
seen her cook a meal besides stuff she puts on her floor?
You're gonna regret this.
When have you ever seen her? You're damn right this is the real Trisha. Stop fucking with me. Because you're a loser.
Oh!
And you're obsessed. Fucking weirdo.
TT,
You're in my house.
don't give them what they want. You're damn right this is the real TT. Shh. You need a life coach. Go back to Dr. Phil.
Get the fuck out.
You just
But
said
she
no
wants
more
to be stopped.
negativity.
Trust
What
and believe.
happened?
Trust and believe she's
Did
gonna
she
be
pick
stopped.
on your butt again?
Stealing my nudes, photoshopping them, putting them everywhere. But don't worry. My vindication's coming. God is good. God's
TT, I know that you didn't necessarily post your nudes internet wide. You only had them on a certain couple sites, but you did masturbate on camera and suck a dick on camera. Like, you did that. Nobody can help that you did that. And now it's everywhere on every porn site that exists because you upset some crazy woman on the internet. Whose fault is that? Just like it's my fault. Like Adrasdea said, I was out showing my vagina.
And that's why Original Owl is showing her vagina.
You have to be careful in these YouTube streets, TT.
putting me on the right path of where I need to be to receive all of this. First thing I have to do is clear out the past, clear out everything, and a whole new thing came along.
You love cold weather.
But go ahead, she's our monkey on a string right now. Watch her and laugh at her. Oh, did she change her Avi again? can't unblock anybody. There she is, look. Looks like you're still ugly, Paula. Fuck off already.
TT, look at the road.
Is this what gets you to orgasm in the morning? Oh, wait, you don't have those.
Stop it.
Ew.
Oh.
Nasty chicken chalupa. Ew, fuck.
I hit the wrong thing. I'm telling you, TT, I know you're watching. Cool it with the hypersexualization. It makes me, you're sexually harassing people. Like, stop it. I'm not even like, one of those uptight people. I'm very go with the flow. But whenever you're saying that stuff about a mortal enemy, that's weird. Don't do that. Weird people say that they're enemies. Jack, you know who says stuff like that? Negs. Negs likes to talk about Big Bad Vag whacking his little 2-inch Peter. To him, he says that don't be like Negs, TT. Don't make me blow the whistle. Quit making me blow my gym whistle.
Gross.
That's not
Hello
a good
there,
thing.
just a sub. How are you? How does it feel to be an alcoholic? How does it feel to be you?
Guys.
How does it feel to be you?
Is she driving? Okay, she's not moving.
You're in my
Thank
chat.
God
you're a
she's
fucking
not moving
loser.
right now.
How does it feel to be you? You have to be so thirsty that you're there lapping up every drop of sweat.
So she pulled over. She pulled over to fight with the internet. TT. It's been 8 years. Stop this. That's why you're
or every little tiny molecule of anything that I excrete. You make everybody laugh in my chat. Keep it up. I'm gonna lose you here in a second, but I'll be back.
Oh, she'll be back.
It feels so freeing to let all this shit go. Never again. Remember, I used to be so sad and scared because I was afraid.
Never
she
again.
was gonna tell COVID boyfriend and I was gonna lose him. Well, I fucking lost him. Guess what? I didn't need him. And guess what? Nothing that she says matters anymore because the police all know what she does. I don't have to be afraid of her making up fake anything anymore.
Trisha has court still scheduled with Jeremy's mom. I don't know if she's going to go through with it or drop it or what. Trisha is the one that brought these charges in the first place. She wants like a protection order or something. I don't know, man. I keep saying they're eventually both of them are going to get punished and fucking he's going to be like 90 days off the internet. I don't want to see either of you on the internet for 90 days. Like, look at her. She looks deranged in this one. You saw her in the last one. She was, calm. She didn't have her glasses on. She was trying to be bubbly and make jokes, even though they were horrible in taste. I digress. It's TT. Like I said, just laugh. Laugh with her, not at her. And then this, she looks horrible. She looks terrible. She looks like she's manic. She looks like she's in a manic state, which I'm pretty sure she is.
I don't.
Because she's very hypersexual
because
right now.
If there's something that I want to say, I'd say it. And I'm not saying anything to her because I don't fucking want her.
You just said she masturbates to you with her vape. You just said she stuck her vape in her vagina for you, TT. I'm
Jada,
just saying.
This person will be stopped. And I'll get to have my chat, and I'll get to have my life.
She is driving.
And it's going to be one great fucking movie.
She is driving. She is driving. I knew she was. She must have been at a stop sign or a stoplight. Jeez, oh man. Living lovely. How does JM not get in trouble in the court? She is the definition of a stalker. Living lovely. Absolutely. Trisha would have it in the fucking bag if she wouldn't choke every single time and do this shit, because JM can just as easily send this to her attorney, which he will then forward to the court. You know what I mean? Trisha fucks it up every time. She has long since lost this one. This one coming up in January, she's fucked. Like, it's already been ongoing for the past 2 months, and Trisha's been saying shit like this. So the judge just ends up saying, no, neither of you need anything. Like, get out of here. But eventually, he's not going to say that. Eventually, they're going to have the same judge twice, or a judge is going to take the time to look back and see all these past cases building up, and they are both going to be told to get off the fucking internet and grow up. You're 40. 40. I'm not saying you're old.
Fucking movie.
I'm saying you should
This is going to be like 10 times beyond single white female. The way that this woman has been obsessed with me.
But TT, you can't then go sit on a live stream and say that she masturbates with her vape to you. You have to say one or the other. Pick one. Pick a lane. You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's YouTube. Hey, Lumpy Space. So good to see everybody, Pansy Emery's. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to get off in a minute. I have to go cook. Actually, yeah, we're going to have to stop this.
The
I'll just
screenplay
play
is
out
in
with
the works,
TT, but I'm going
guys.
to go start working on timestamp.
So anyway, getting rid of all this trash, getting rid of all this negativity.
Oh, I think it's almost over.
Blessing over
It's
everything,
fine.
and then I'm going to go pick up a beautiful rug for free that someone's getting rid of, and I'm going to make my vlog room. And
Yeah, when she's in the donation arc, she also then goes and picks up people's trash because she made room for it. That's how that works. You get rid of old things, so of course you have to replace them with something else. She's a hoarder as well. Lots to unpack with this one.
let's
Lots.
see what else. I think there was like a couple other things I was supposed to do. I don't remember it now.
Of course you don't remember it. Get out of here, TT. That's all I have for you, TT. I'm sorry. I gotta play my outro song. It doesn't feel right unless I sit and play my outro song with my audience. But I really have to pee, so as soon as this bitch starts playing, I am off cam and going to pee. And then I might come back and say bye to you guys. Ooh! Oh, I have to go so bad. So bad. Okay, I'll be back in a second, guys. Hold on.
Original Owl is live right now. Everybody needs to report. Let YouTube know what is happening. Report Original Owl's live stream as it is happening. Allow YouTube the time to see what is happening while it's happening before they can delete it. Report now. Report now. She's live right now. Go send in your cyberbullying reports.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up for another amazing banger by Lex Blaze and Daddy Paul. Touchdown to Heathrow, DP and me, bro. About to hit the club and turn the shoot to a freak show. Look through the peephole, everybody geeks, yo. Need to get girl with an extremely deep. See six midgets that be fighting, juggling. Maybe it's just me, cause my mind is struggling. Babes, boyfriend is acting like a clown. Know what's going down every time that we are down. Take a look through the peephole, yo. Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak show.
I'm still gay! Everybody, I'm special!
Hello, I'm back.
Fuck women!
I feel better now.
Turn the club into a freak show.
Who can get you, girl? Who can get you, girl? Who can get you, girl?
Rocky, get up on the bed.
Gross, how Jewish of her.
Rocky says bye too. Thank you guys so much for spending New Year's Eve with me. You are amazing. Mary, you're predictable.
I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with you. Like, Al,
I
what
hope
are
you enjoy your
doing?
pizza. I'm about to go have my homemade pork roast and hot dogs and mashed potatoes and warm spinach artichoke dip. Oh, I'll post pictures on Twitter, as always, of my food because, you know, I'm narcissistic like that about my food, about my cooking. I put a lot of time into my cooking, okay? Rocky's like, Mom, come on, let's go. A Southern Belle in right under the wire with 5 Original Owl memberships. I cannot with you, A Southern Belle.
Look, here's my pussy. Give me money.
Here's my pussy. Give me money.
Look,
that
here's
Amber
my pussy.
chick.
Give me money.
Salty. Sharmuda.
Look, here's my pussy. Give me money.
Ponder Pains. Mandy Harrington.
Look, here's my pussy. Give me money.
Here's my pussy. Give me money.
Look, here's my pussy. Give me money.
Last night and I pissed in 2 diapers.
I cannot. Oh my goodness. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Guys, I will see you in 2020 fucking 4. I will see you in 2024. I love you. Mwah. And I will see you. Oh God, I'm on the wrong screen. How embarrassing. I'll see you next time.
Substance of choice. I hope so. You're going to need it for this stream.
And that's why Original Owl is showing her vagina.